whether it's right after your breakup or hits when you thought you were totally over them. Anytime an ex appears in your dreams, you're probably going to think about it more often than you'd like to admit. You might ask yourself questions like, does my ex miss me? Do I miss my ex? Does this mean I still need closure? Should I tell my partner? Should I call my ex? Well, hang on there for just a minute. We know it's a confusing state of affairs, but bombarding yourself with questions on your commute to work is only going to stress you out. Allow us to swoop in and keep those stress wrinkles far away by answering all your questions like, why do I keep dreaming about my ex? If the dream came to you after you just started a new relationship, you're scared. Here you are, starting a new relationship with someone you can't stop daydreaming about, and your actual dreams end up featuring the person you thought you were never going to see again. When this happens, it's usually because your mind is subconsciously scared of history repeating itself. You're worried about the strength and future of this new relationship you've embarked on, and seeing your former partner in your dream might even be your mind's way of subconsciously weighing up your past with your present. Dreaming about getting back together. It's probably a manifestation of your desires. Here's something we should have mentioned by now. Dreams are not the universe's way of cosmically telling you the future or giving you a sign of what's going to happen. But simply, it's just your subconscious mind's way of dealing with the emotions and thoughts you've got cooking up in that head of yours. Hence, when all you're thinking about is how you can get back with your ex during your waking hours, it's no surprise that that's what you'll see when your eyes are closed. Unfortunately, there's no fantastical meaning behind this one. It's just you getting lost in wishful thinking. You should probably stop asking yourself questions like, does my ex miss me? Because it's actually you who misses them. If you're dreaming about the relationship, you might be missing a part of yourself. When relationships falter, your personality often goes through a drastic change. When you miss the person you used to be during your last relationship, your ex may simply be a manifestation of your desire to relive how you felt at the time or to reclaim that part of yourself. You might be processing the breakup. As you can probably tell by now, the answers to confusing questions like, why do I keep dreaming about my ex every night? Can be explained based on the situation you're in. If you've just been through the push and pull of a nasty breakup, you might be seeing your ex because you're trying to process the split. If you thought you could distract yourself and run away from the pain, think again. This stuff follows you even in your dreams. If you see your ex apologizing to you, you probably want closure. By now, you know that your dreams are a reflection of what your subconscious is harboring. Even if you distract yourself from certain thoughts during the day, your subconscious has a way of forcing you to see what you wanted to turn a blind eye to. So even if you're saying, I'm totally over the breakup, I can finally move on, you know you still might be pining for your ex to apologize for all the harm they've done. When this happens to you, stop saying things like, wait, why am I dreaming about my ex even though I'm over him? And ask yourself if you're lying to yourself about what you really want. P.S. If you continue lying to yourself, your dreams will keep getting worse and weirder. Getting intimate with your ex in your dream, you probably miss the romance. You might not even miss the person. You might not miss the relationship. You might even be thankful that it's over. But there's no denying that those impromptu cuddles in the kitchen and their chest touching you back felt heavenly. When your dreams are cooking up imaginary intimate moments with your ex, you probably just missed the feeling you got when you had your ex's arms wrapped around you. To be honest, we don't blame you. Dreaming about your ex and your current partner suggests unresolved feelings are at play. When you see your ex and someone else in a dream, the confusion can often go up a notch, particularly if you see yourself, your current partner, and your ex in a dream. When that happens, it may be because you've got some unresolved issues with your ex that you're scared will repeat themselves, or because your partner reminds you of your ex, or you're afraid of being hurt like you were by your ex. Whatever it is, your mind is begging you to think things through and not let the web of confusion get any worse than it is. Are you having nightmares about your toxic relationship? You've got unresolved trauma. An abusive relationship can lead to PTSD, and the affliction often brings its fair share of nightmares with it. If you went through a severely troubling relationship, you may experience nightmares about your ex that trigger unpleasant physical and mental reactions. If you think you're currently struggling through something similar, consider psychotherapy. When you seek help, a professional can guide you to identify the roots of the problem and guide you towards actionable steps to help manage the stress better. Is your ex dating someone else in your dream? You're letting go. Who said that when an ex appears in your dreams, it always has to be bad news? Sometimes, if you're seeing your ex with someone else in a dream, it signifies that you're ready to let go. Once you experience something like this, it can even end up being a liberating experience. On the other end of the spectrum, you might just be very, very jealous of this new partner your former paramour has. We know that not all dreams make sense, like the ones where you're speaking in a language you've never learned. However, dreaming about your ex is usually your brain's way of telling you that you've got some emotions to process and that it'd be a good idea to not avoid them by burying yourself in distractions. Spend a spa day with yourself if you must, ask yourself some hard-hitting questions, and confront those feelings you buried deep down. Your sleep schedule will thank you for it. If you liked this video and want us to cover more topics like this, let us know in the comments below. You can also follow our social media pages. And lastly, subscribe to us and tap on the bell icon to quickly get access to our latest videos. Stay healthy and happy. Thanks for watching.